Nasuni Demo Video Snack Bar. Bet you can't watch just one.
Hi, this is Matt Steck, Solutions Architect at Nasuni. In this demo, we're going to be talking about ransomware. In the field, I'm constantly asked, what does Nasuni do to help prevent against ransomware? And my answer is that you have already got a whole slew of other security projects or security tools that are already in place to try and prevent ransomware. Nasuni is a NAS. Our story is that of more of a recovery. If you've already got your next generation firewall, you've got your IDPs, you've got antivirus, everything else that's out there. If somehow that ransomware attack manages to slip through all of those layers of security, Nasuni is here to basically be able to recover anything that was impacted. Now, first and foremost, I recommend going in under the volumes tab here and enabling a feature called auditing. So auditing, basically, just like it sounds, is going to audit everything that happens to the file system as it's being written to or anything that's being modified. So by enabling auditing, I'd come in here, I would turn this on. Here's a list of all the different event types that you can scan for or look for. You can go ahead and maintain these logs for whatever time period you want. There's a whole slew of other options that I'm just assuming the defaults here. Now, again, anytime a change happens to that home directory share, an entry would be made into the audit log. So I've gone ahead. The audit log is a CSV file that's written to a hidden folder on the appliance. I've already taken the liberty of creating a share on filer 1 to that audit folder. And you can see here, I would have basically a folder for each appliance in my environment. I'm going to click on filer 1, and then I would see a timestamp or a date that represents each individual day basically has its own log. So if I were to click on today's date, there is the audit log for today. Now, as I open up this log, you can see that I've got a timestamp for everything that's happened. There's clearly identifies what category, what event type, is basically going on, which user did this. So in the case of a ransomware attack, if you were to say, hey, I've identified a folder, I could simply come in, do a search for that folder inside of this document. Once I find the folder, I see what the event type looks like, and then I would do a search based on those event types to see what other files were impacted with which specific timestamps. Then I would simply just come back into my file browser inside Management Console here, and I would say, okay, I'm going to recover those files that were impacted to the moment before the ransomware attack had occurred. So if I went in and I looked and I said, hey, I saw a ransomware attack happened on X, Y, and Z files at, say, 1250, I'd say, okay, I want to recover back to 1242, right? 8 minutes before that, as opposed to having to fail back to the previous night's backup. So our granular, versioning allows you to have a much lower RPO, and the auditing gives you an idea or gives you a very direct, perspective on what was actually impacted by the ransomware attack. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you have any questions or additional comments, please feel free to reach out to your account team. We are always here and happy to help. Thank you.
Nasuni. Good, right?